So, how do you get started? Step 1. Inspiration. First, I watch something so good, so exciting, that I just get that I wanna do it. But also that fear in my stomach. Because if you're anything like me, every little fail is catastrophic for my little brain. And what better opportunity to fail than doing something for the first time? Still feeling inspired? Good. Ride that wave before all the fears and doubts start bubbling in your head and make you basically do nothing. Get out of here. Wow, congratulations, you're finally doing it. This is a great opportunity to compare how you thought it was gonna feel versus how it actually feels, you know? Well, pretty good, but I do. That's great. Keep it up. Now realize if you want to be good at it, you'll have to keep going. So get out your notebook that you bought to journal in a year ago. Skip the first and only entry you ever wrote in it. There you go. And now you can start tracking your progress. This is great, right? So making a checklist and imagining checking all the boxes is fun. But you know what isn't fun? Actually doing the work, especially after a few days. So here are a few tips that might help you. It's tempting to make your practices as long as possible. And there are definitely days for that. But unless you have a lot of free time on your hands, it's hard to dedicate every evening to doing the same thing each day over and over again. My advice is to spend around 15 to 30 minutes a day doing this stuff. Let's look at this example. We have two people doing this kind of challenge. One person is doing 2-hour sessions per day. The other person is doing around 10-minute sessions per day. So who will make the most progress? Well, you might think, of course, the person who practices 2 hours a day, right? Well, what we don't see is that the person that does 10-minute sessions a day is able to be way more consistent and go on for months and months without burning out. Whereas the 2-hour guy often doesn't have a 2-hour window for practice, so there are some days where he just skips it because he doesn't want to do it the halfway. Of course, it all depends how much time you have, and there probably is a good portion of people that will have 2-hour sessions and will be able to do them every single day for months and months and never miss a day. The point is, keep your sessions time window realistic and fit for your lifestyle. I don't know about you, but my head treats practice, whether it's drawing or something else, not as an opportunity to help me improve my skills, but more like a chance to prove to myself that I'm some kind of prodigy and I will get all of this perfectly on the first try. Shocker, 99% of the time it's just not true. I suck at it. I suck at whatever I'm starting, basically. And it turns an activity that's supposed to help me better my skills into a reminder that I'm just not good enough. So I end up dreading the next session because I don't want to feel that demotivating realization all over again. How do I fix it? Well, I completely changed my perspective going into it. I try to be humble and realize I have a lot to learn. It's okay to suck at something, because you can always improve, probably even faster than you realize. But you have to stop setting up yourself against yourself by putting the bar so high up that it's basically impossible to reach. And in effect, you put yourself down for that, when in reality there should be no bar. This is practice, it's a safe space for you to make mistakes and to try new things, to experiment, train and improve. So to summarize, be humble, be open to failure. It's okay to be bad at something when you're only starting. So if you are really taking this stuff seriously, you might want to train only when you are well rested and have a clear head. And that's a good thing, but only when it doesn't stop you from actually doing it. It might be the perfectionist in you talking, or maybe you're just finding excuses. But you probably caught yourself thinking like, I'm not gonna do it today because I'm kinda tired and I will do a better job if I do it tomorrow, and in the end it will be better, right? But whether you are a perfectionist or not, the perfect times comes rarely or even never. So your best bet is to focus on consistency. That's actually what I love about challenges like that. Bad moods, tiredness, personal issues, headaches, suddenly you are becoming a person who can overcome all of that, realizing you are not bound by any of those little things that set you back. And when you have to, you're able to do the hard thing. So there you have it. By now you should probably be slamming day after day on your challenge and don't even break a sweat, right? Well, maybe not. It unfortunately doesn't work that way. But I have a last step that I think will help you. You gotta stop watching this video. Right now you're imagining how cool you will be when you master the thing that you want to practice, romanticizing the hard work you will put in it, how you will toil at night endlessly to emerge enlightened. But this is the exact opposite of taking the action. It's skipping the work and getting the rewards. But don't worry, everyone's like that. It's just a human brain thing that lets you get a sense of accomplishment by thinking and imagining. But rarely we actually create what we envision. I don't believe that there is a secret sauce for productivity. All the things you see in those videos are just tools, and they're only useful when you create an opportunity to actually use them. So I humbly thank you for watching what I've created. I also procrastinated for a long time before I started working on it. On the way I had to combat perfectionism, self-doubt and overall silliness of all of this. And I'm sure I will have to keep doing it over and over and over again if I want to improve and create this stuff. But this video symbolizes that I did it. And so can you. Good luck, you got this.